have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth to your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty returned to the field, I have seen her rise from bed, put on her nightgown, unlock her closet, take forth paper, write upon it, fold it, read it, seal it again afterwards, and then return to bed, but all while in a fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her watching and other actual performances, what, at any time, have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I shall not repeat.
You may to me. 'Tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone else, for I have no witness to back up my speech.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but thy senses shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
Yet here's a spot. Outdone spot. Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it? Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier unafeared? What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
Thane of Five had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that! You are all with this starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh!
What sigh is there? The whole heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, bag close buried. He cannot come out on his grave.
Even so.
To bed! To bed! There's knocking at the gate. Come! Come! Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed! To bed!
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad, unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds do their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God, forgive us all, look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So good night, my mind she has made to amaze my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them, for their dear causes would do much to the bleeding and grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we now meet them. That way they are coming.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others that lesser hate him call it valiant fury. But, to be sure, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking upon his hands. Now minutely revolt upbraid his faithful reach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now doth he feel his title hang loose upon him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to revolt and start, and all that is within him does there?
Well, march we on to give obedience where it is truly owed. Mid we the medicine of the sickly wheel, and with him pour we into our country's purge each drop of us.
Bring me no more reports, and let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not of woman born? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's of woman born shall e'er have power over thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by, and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. I will paint thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where gotst thou that goose look?
There is 10,000
Geese, villain?
soldiers, sir.
Prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. But soldiers, patch death of thy soul, the linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. But soldiers, wave face.
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand, that chambers shall be safe.
I doubt it nothing.
What wood is this?
The wood of Burnham, I think.
Well then. Let every soldier hew himself a bough and bear before him. Thereby we shall shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery ere in report of us.
It shall be said.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come. Our castle's strength will have a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them careful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
'Tis the cry of women, my lord.
Almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. My fillet of hair would at dismal treaties rouse and stir as life rent. I've supped, full with horrors, direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen is dead.
She should have died hereafter. Would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. 'Tis a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
As I stood my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be so, but you shall see them coming within the 3 mile. A grove, I say.
If thou speakst false, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt equivocation, the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham would do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood do come to Dunsinane. Arm and out! If this which he avouches does appear, there is no flying hence nor tarrying here. I gin to be aweary of the sun and wish the estates of the world were undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow, wind, come, rack! Least we'll die with harness at our back.
Now, near enough. Go down your weakest streets, and show like those we are. You, worthy uncle, shall, with my cousin, your right noble son, lead the first assault. Worthy Macbeth Act V shall do what else remains to be done, according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find our tyrant's power tonight. Let us be killed if we cannot fight.
Make our trumpets call, give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers, markers of blood and death.
They tie me to a stake I cannot fly. A bear like I must stay the course. What's he that's not born of woman? Such a man I should be afraid of. Or not.
What is thy name?
Thou shalt be afraid to hear it.
No, but thou callest thyself a name hotter than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to my
No,
ear.
nor fear more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my knife I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
It's just too easy.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face! If thou beest slain through no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts shall haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns, whose arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macduff, or else my sword with unbattered edge I sheathe again undeeded. There thou shouldst be, by this great clatter, one of greatest note. Seems bruited. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. And the day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met foes that strike before us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
For all men else I've avoided thee, but get thee gone! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain than terms can get thee out.
Thou losest labor. As easy mayest thou the entrenchant air with thy keen blade impress to make me bleed. Let thy sword fall upon vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, let the angel thou still hast served tell thee that Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. These juggling fiends no more believe that palter with us in a double sense. That keep the word of promise to our ears and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the times. We'll have you as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, and underwrit, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would become to Dunsinane, and thou oppose being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Now before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on Macduff, and damn be him that cries, hold, enough!
friends we missed safe alive. I saw thy son, slain by the well of Macbeth.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. So God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Look here, where stands the blood of the tyrant's head. I see thee encompassed with thy kingdom's pearl, and speak my salutation in their mind, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland! All hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do, which will be appointed newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that flood the snares of watchful tyranny, produce forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands, took her own life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scotland.
Oh, I felt mad at just the right time. Got that.
Frack! Now minutely.
What is that noise?
Okay, really?
On my mark.
Okay, Mr.
Can you take
Hello, Daddy.
Robert, how about some fisticuffs, young man? I'm done, you woman. Where is my super suit?